Hello. Welcome back. I am the official Carla Lorraine, and I'm here doing a review recap of Big Brother 24, episode 32. Episode 33 will be airing tonight at 8 p.m., I believe, Pacific Standard Time, and I want to have all this stuff up by then so I can get the video ready for tomorrow for that episode, or maybe later tonight. I don't know. I work tomorrow, so we'll see if I can get it up tonight or maybe tomorrow afternoon, evening. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me, and let's just hop right on in. It is another veto competition. What? This is what the veto looks like. The golden power of veto. Okay, so this is the final and most important veto is being played that night. I'm going to say tonight. It's not tonight. It was a few days ago. But okay, so Monte says they can officially say now that the only people left in the house, excuse me, there's a plane. Monte says they can officially say the only people left in the house are leftovers. They did it. 4 of the 7 made it. Casualties were Joseph, Michael, and Cal. Cal. Okay, so they're out. 4 remaining. Final 4 leftovers. They did it. They made it. And Taylor is the HOH. And I don't think she's done her nominations yet. Did she do them? I know I just recorded the video. See, I'm still in the same clothing. It's the same day. I'm not repeating my outfit. Okay? It's the same day. 3rd video of today. Okay? And there may be a 4th. So there's that. And I think she get a shirt that says, and there's that. Or something. Mugs or something. Anyway, they made it. Turner says, Brittany can't be trusted and is slimy with not voting for Taylor to stay. And he needs to get Taylor to target Brittany. Because Taylor's HOH. And the vote was split, and Monte had to be the tiebreaker. So there were only 2 votes, okay? Brittany and Turner. Brittany voted against her friend Taylor, and Turner voted against his friend Alyssa. So they both voted to keep the other person. And Monte had to break the tie as the head of household, and he voted to keep Taylor, whom he's in a showmance with. So Turner's saying, well, Brittany's slimy for that, and he needs Taylor to know this, and that so that Taylor can target. Oh my goodness! So that Taylor can target Brittany. Brittany says she's sorry. She was so sad this week. So after the nomination. The nominations happened. I am so fucking confused. So much fucking just happened here in my house. between me recording the last video and me sitting down to record this one, so much just happened. My security gate hasn't been operating. So I went out and I fixed it, right? Okay. So then one of the people who live here in the building, instead of saying something, it's an automatic gate. It's timed. You want to back in at 2 miles, 1 mile, half a mile per hour, backing in this big ass U-Haul truck. The gate is ready to close. Instead of saying something so that we can come out and turn that power off right there, he decides that he wants to take it off to the track. So now I have to get my sons and friends to come and put it back on the track and try to fix it back together, all this stuff. Then he's leaving and he decides that he just wants to take the fucking gate off the track. Do you know how angry I got when I went out there and saw that he was having an issue? I was like, hey, I got it. I'll help you. I'll figure it. I got this. Management isn't really taking care of our issues. And me as the prior manager of the complex, I'll take care of this. Like I'm gonna figure this out. So, but no, he wants to act a fucking plum ass fucking fool. So angry. Got me so angry I was ready to hit that gangster in the fucking face. Like, don't fucking play with me. No, we all gonna be locked up in here because you don't want to open your fucking mouth and say something. Anyway, I don't remember what the fuck happened in the last video. So that's that. Compose myself. Okay. Got it fixed. Got it figured out. A temporary solution for now. Okay, so there's that. But I'm not as nice as people like to look at me and think. Like, no, Carla knows the fuck in. Like, don't fucking play with me. Don't play. Don't. That was our first little second argument. Anyway, Brittany says she's sorry. She was so sad this week, and she'll start hanging out more. Nobody gives a shit if Brittany hangs out with them, and they don't care. She's saying that, but it reminds me this Brittany that's presenting herself right now. The post Michael Brittany reminds me of pre-Michael Brittany when she was in the game in the very beginning before her and Michael became a thing, and she was trying to become friends with the girls who are the mean girls, and she was trying to befriend them, and they didn't want anything to do with her, and they would isolate her. They did the same thing to Taylor, but Brittany was very awkward in her trying to communicate, and that is what she's giving me here now. It's just awkward, and nobody gives a fuck. You've been sucking Michael's balls all fucking summer, so keep them salty balls in your mouth and leave it alone. Like, we don't give a shit. I'll hang more. Nobody's missing you. They didn't miss you when they were sleepovers. So you want to hang out, just be organic about it. Like, they don't care whether you're there, whether you're not there. I'm pretty certain. You don't have to make a big old announcement. Like, whatever. She just wants to do damage control because now she's caught and everyone knows, and she's feeling a certain type of a way. And I usually hate when people say that because that means they don't know how to express what they're saying. And that's okay because that's how I'm feeling right now. So I'm using it. So anyway, here is Turner and Monte in the bathroom. Turner tells Monte that he can't believe that Brittany flipped the vote. He's like, you, and Monte's like, I know she did it. And Turner's saying, you gotta know it wasn't me, right? And he was like, yeah, like, I know. I know it was because it doesn't make, because in our reality, those votes should have been the opposite way, but they went flip flop. It's crazy. Turner voted Alyssa out, who was his friend, and Brittany voted Taylor out, who was her friend. So it's like Turner's telling Monte, you know that wasn't me. I didn't do that. He was like, yeah, I know. And Monte's telling Turner, I'm telling you, I know she did it, and she wants to pin it on you. Like, Brittany did that. Brittany did it. I know she did it, and she's going to try to pin it on you. I know this. So Brittany pulled Turner into the storage room to talk to him, and she's trying to convince Turner to give Alyssa a sympathy vote. This is okay, to try to give Alyssa a sympathy vote. This is before Alyssa got evicted, okay? And she was planning to vote, she says to the DR, she was planning to vote Taylor out, but she wanted Monte to, but she also wanted Turner to think that it was going to be a 1-1 and Monte would break the tie. But it was really going to be 2-0. So I don't understand. Brittany is a sour fucking puss. Like, why would she go on her friend? She is so fucking upset and jealous. Like, why all of a sudden would you turn on Taylor? Because she's not giving you enough attention? Because because she's sitting up kissing some man? Now you want her out? You're gonna go with crazy ass stupid Alyssa over your friend you've been friends with for the whole game? Doesn't make any sense because she's not giving you enough attention. Now you feel like, oh, she's just using me. No, she is a girl and she's thinking with her vagina. Like, she's not. Maybe I don't know if they're having sex. I don't know if they're having sex, but if Taylor and Monte are having, but she's thinking with her hormones. Let her be. Like, she is not. Brittany, what is going on in your head? Anyway, Brittany wants Taylor gone. She wants her gone. She's telling the DR, I want her gone. Turner, Taylor, and Monte are in the kitchen. Turner tells Monte and Taylor that Brittany was trying to get him to flip his vote. So he tells them about the conversation that Brittany had with him prior to the vote that we saw the last episode that I did, right? And the last episode, period. And when he came out of the, so he said that he didn't want to look at Alyssa because he thought it was going to be 2-0. Because Turner was voting Alyssa out, and he felt a little guilty. He didn't want to look at Alyssa. He didn't want to give it away. And Monte says that it was so slimy that she was willing to do that to vote for Taylor to leave, and that was her friend for August. You know, the whole season, the whole summer. And then he said, well, as long as Brittany doesn't win the veto. And I don't know which one is talking. It looks like Monte's saying this. I know that you've been tight with her since week 3. Alyssa, I guess, are talking about saying, vote Alyssa out. Well, that's already done. So anyway, I don't know why. I don't know what that was. My notes weren't good enough. Sorry. So Brittany and Taylor. Brittany is telling Taylor that she did not vote for Alyssa to stay. So Brittany is sitting in line to Taylor in her face saying, I voted for you to stay. I voted Alyssa out. Taylor tells the DR that she's not sure who she believes, Turner or Brittany, because both of them have now come to her and said that they voted for Alyssa to go. But she's leaning more towards believing Brittany because she says that Turner's reaction, which you saw, I showed his reaction on the last video, that his reaction looked staged when it was shown that it was a tie. It wasn't staged. He was genuinely surprised. I was going to say floored. Floored, surprised, same thing. Anyway, Monte and Taylor in the restroom. Monte is saying bathroom. Monte is saying it looked obvious to him that Brittany flipped when Brittany came out of the DR after having cast her vote. They cast their votes in the diary room. So they come out and Brittany sat down and Monte said that he was looking at her and it looked obvious to him that Brittany had not voted to keep Taylor because she flipped. She was sitting with her hands in her lap and fidgeting, and her head was down, her eyes averted, and she wasn't looking at anyone. And he was like, "Yeah, she did that, whatever." But the votes weren't told yet, But they were told later. So anyway, Taylor comes. So there's just um, Taylor, Monte, and Turner sitting talking in the restroom, in the bathroom. There's chairs and stuff in the bathroom. You guys should watch the episodes. They're on CBS. They're on Paramount Plus. I don't think they have free trials, but I don't know. But you can just watch my recaps. Yay! Okay, so then Taylor, she tells the DR, but this is a picture of her just in the restroom with them, and they're talking. But she tells the DR that she wants to represent for Black women in the Big Brother house as a regular season, because in a celebrity Big Brother season, Tamar Braxton won. So she was the first Black person to win a Big Brother. But it was Celebrity Big Brother. It wasn't a regular season with regular people who aren't celebrities. So she wants to be a representative for Black women in the regular Big Brother house. And she says that she is one of very few Black women to make it to the final three. She'd like to make it to final two, and she'd like to make it to the end. Now, she did name some people. We know that Danielle Reyes, she was in final two, but she lost because back then, I think it was Big Brother season 3. The jury members were able to see the whole they were able to watch the whole show. They might have went home and they were probably even sequestered in the jury house. But anyway, they got to see her strategy and they didn't like her for it. So she should have won, but she did not win. So she would have been the first Black person to win, let alone Black woman. But Taylor wants to be, she wants to represent, not necessarily as the first of anything, but to be categorized with the others who have made it. Very few people who've made it to final 3. And she secured her spot in that as winning this HOH. So there's that. So she's happy for that, but she wants to continue. She wants to go further. Okay, so Taylor tells Brittany that one of them is lying. Either Brittany or Turner is lying. They're both saying they voted Alyssa out. And she's like, that's not true. It was a tie. Either you or Turner is lying. Brittany was told by Taylor that Taylor will put Brittany on the block. But she's going to tell Monte not to vote her out if Monte were to win the veto. She's given her lip service for the time being, is what I think. So we'll see what happens. Because let me say this. Whoever wins this veto will have the sole power to evict someone. There aren't any other votes. this person, whoever wins the veto, is the sole vote. They'll say you're going home, and that solidifies the final three. Okay, so can't be Taylor because she's HOH. So whoever wins this veto will be able to get rid of one of the other two. So either Monte, Turner, or Brittany. If one of them one of them will have to win. If one of them wins, they'll send someone else out. If Taylor wins, then she'll pick. But Taylor can't go. So Taylor is definitely in the final three. The other two to be determined. We'll find out at the end of this episode. So anyway, Monte's in the DR room. In the DR. Monte's in the DR. He says that if Brittany wins veto, he's sure. Monte's in the DR. He says that if Brittany wins veto, he's sure that Brittany will vote Monte out. He's like, if Brittany wins, I'm sure she's going to vote me out because she don't like him. Problem, Anyway, let me say this over. Monte's in the DR. He says that if Brittany wins the veto, he's sure that Brittany will vote Monte out. That she'll vote him out. Turner and Brittany are in the bathroom. So Brittany's in there. She's using the bathroom. She's washing her hands. Turner sitting there. Turner asked Brittany why she didn't tell him why she was trying to use a sympathy vote to keep his friend, to get rid of her friend. He's like, you could have told me that you wanted Taylor gone. You did all this to get me to try to get a sympathy vote. He's like, you're slimy. And she just stays silent the whole time. She's just like washing her hands and yada yada. And then when he's done, he's like, was it something to say? She was like, thank you for your comments. Oh, pissed him the fuck off. Turner goes up to the HOH room, frustrated, and tells them about the conversation he just had with Brittany. He tells Taylor and Monte, and the picture, it didn't. I don't have it. I thought I had it, but I don't. Anyway, Taylor goes to the DR. She says to the DR that someone is lying, and they're both going to go on the block. Both Brittany and Turner are going to go on the block, and they can fight for their lives. And she gets her nomination. This is the nomination ceremony. She's in her dress. It was the same day. She's in her dress. She has her HOH role boy. First nominee, Brittany. Second is Turner. You see her HOH robe. She's like, Taylor wants Turner to go. She wants Turner to go. She's certain both Brittany and Monte will take her to the final two. She's like, I got Monte who will take me to the final two, and Brittany will take me to the final two, and Turner will not. He will take Monte. So I need him gone. She doesn't really care who's lying. Monte doesn't trust Brittany. It says she's unpredictable and doesn't want her to win the veto. Brittany is still lying. She's sitting there in Taylor's face. She's like, she's just saying these things and like, why would I have tried to get you out? You're my friend. Why would he do this? It's so stupid. She is lying. And Taylor does not even care anymore who's lying. Taylor is like, I don't care who's lying. I need Brittany to get her head in the game so she can win the veto so that we can get to the final two. She's like, there's been a veto. This is what she's thinking. She didn't tell Brittany this, but she's like, this is maybe she did it on the feet and I didn't see it. She just needs Brittany to get her head in the game, stop all of this crazy thinking about all these different lies to come and say. Just get your head in the actual game. Get focused on the competition because, girl, you need to win this veto because Taylor's already gone to the final three, and she wants Brittany to go there too. That way, she could. That way, they can go to the final two together, and she could win over Brittany. Is what she's thinking. If they were in the final two, when the jury has to do their votes. That's all she wants. So here's the veto. It's a math fest. That's what they call it. They call it the math fest. The actual name was not that. So this is Turner going into his math room. Taylor in hers. Monte goes in his. Brittany goes in hers. Each one of these little things, when you lift them up, A, B, C, D, all of them lift up, there's a picture. Okay, this is an example of one of the pictures. It's a picture of a competition. They have to figure out what day it was. What day was this competition held on? Grab the numbers, put the numbers underneath the date, underneath the picture, the day that happened, put it under the picture. All of them. Okay, there are 8 they need to do, and then add up all the days, get that total. Get that veto. You need to ring the bell. There's a bell. Thought I had a picture of the bell. It didn't show. Okay. Day 37. They show us that this is day 37. This is the wall. She put a 5 on hers. Taylor won that competition. Like, how do you win that competition and not know what day that was? Girl, get your head in the game. Okay. Anyway, you saw the buzzer? Hers is pink. Okay. So you see the little buzzer right there behind her? That's the buzzer. So once she figures that she has the correct answer, she'll hit that buzzer, hit that little thing, and it'll light up. Either it'll be green or it'll be red. Okay? She got it correct, it'll be green, and then she won, and if it's red, then she didn't. Okay, so that's how all of them have that in their rooms. Okay, so Turner is using what is available. He decides he's going to use a chalkboard from the very beginning. He's putting the days of the HOHs. And he's saying, I know the days of the HOHs. I'm going to put this information on this board, and I'm going to work from that information to figure out the rest. Figure out the days, okay? Brittany, she's going through it. She's figuring that she knows the dates. She's been studying all summer the days. So, Taylor towards the end. So it's just like, back and forth, their numbers, what they have. You can see a little bit of the pictures and their numbers. This is one of the competitions. Turner with his Turnernomics is what he calls it. And Monte starts to do his math. He goes to the board. He starts to do his math. Okay. Brittany thinks that she has it. She goes to hit the buzzer. Nope. She has 2 wrong, and therefore she has the wrong total. Again, she only has 1 wrong, but still the wrong total. Again, 1 wrong total. So this is called the snooze fest. No. Monte wins. The snooze fest was his store. He couldn't figure out the snooze fest was Monte's store. He could not figure out the day that it was, but he finally figured it out, and he won. The snooze fest is the one he couldn't compete in because he got to the backyard a little bit too late. Okay, in the middle of the night. Turner, very ecstatic, very happy, says he's stoked because he's pretty sure he's going to evict Brittany. He's pretty certain that Monte's going to get rid of Brittany. He says he's the only one in the house who may like Brittany less than himself. That Monte is the only one in the house. Because Monte now has the sole vote to evict. So Monte's going to get rid of either Turner or Brittany because he can't get rid of Taylor and he can't get rid of himself. I mean, he could self-evict, but why would he do that? So, but Taylor is stoked, okay? Taylor tells Brittany not to give up. Brittany is upset because she was only off by 1 day on one of the questions in the math fest. She had day 4 on her thing when it was actually day 3, so she was off by 1, and she couldn't figure that out. So Monte and Taylor, they kiss, and they're like, "We did it, we did it!" They're like, we're in the finals, we made it to the final 3. No, we have to make sure we sit in those final 2 seats, is what they're saying to each other. So they're sitting here now, and Taylor wants to figure out a way she wants to figure out a way. She doesn't tell Monte this, but she tells her DR. She's trying to figure out a way to get Monte to keep Brittany in, because we already know Monte wants to keep Turner in, but Taylor wants to keep Brittany in. They both think that those would be good for their games. Like Monte thinks Turner would be good for his game, and Taylor thinks Brittany would be good for her game. She says that she'll win the grand prize and then he'll take her out on a date. Not because she won, but like when she was like, I could win 2 things. Anyway, Brittany is not going to give up, she says, but in the worst case scenario, but she is in the worst case scenario. Brittany is saying she's not going to give up, but she is in the worst case scenario right now. Monte is confident that he could win next to Brittany in the final 2, but not sure if he wants to get rid of Turner. So, now I'm caught up. And now I can go back to watching the live feeds and YouTube videos about it. But I'm not. I don't have time because now I have to edit these videos, get them out, and watch tonight's episode. But, at least we made it. We're doing it. We're getting it done. We're going to be right on track for tonight and for the finale. Yes. Okay, so, oh my goodness. I feel accomplished. All the crazy that happened today, I feel all right. I had a good day. Besides that, I had a good day. So, there's that. And, yeah. So, I'll see you guys all later. Have a great rest of your evening. And see you next time. Love you.